Hello everybody, this is Douglas Block. Today is, what is today? March 3rd, 2018, 2019, wow. And I wonder if I'm on public because my normal fans are not here waiting for me. Nothing has been, oh, there we are. Hey, Dalwoodthorn. Hey, nice to see that you're there. It means I'm coming through. At least I hope I am. Anyway, it was Mobius Zero, hola to you. It was 1 week ago today, February 24th, 2019, I celebrated my, what was it, my 70th birthday. We had a huge gathering. It did not snow. It did not snow the party out. 70 people were there for 70th birthday, and boy, we ate, drank, and to be merry. We ate, we drank. Hey, arcade cup, 99 cents. You're getting the ball off to the right start. And here it is for you, my friend, a free copy of Healing from Depression. Self-care activities to boost your mood, right here for Arcade Cup for that 99-cent donation. Send me your email address, chat. I know I have it somewhere. Oh, great. My blog has helped me today. I don't know what type of blog I have, Independent Thinker. Do you mean on my website? Belated happy birthday. Thank you. Good afternoon. Hello from Germany, Sarah FM. Appreciate your being here. And here we are for another question and answer period. A beautiful, beautiful sunny Sunday in Portland, Oregon. It's about 38 degrees. The wind is about 15, 20 miles an hour. And here come a bunch of finches on my new bird feeder. Wow, they are active this morning. Good afternoon, Roberto CB, Sarah FM, thank you. Your YouTube videos. Okay, well, Independent Thinker, I love your name. We should all learn to think independently and critically. And I'm going to have some coffee so I can think more critically and more independently. So, guys, two announcements I want to make. One is next week on Saturday night, March 9th, we are having something in America. It's called Daylight Savings Time. Let me write that down in case anyone has never heard of Daylight Savings Time. Okay, Daylight Savings Time. There it is. What happens during things? The clocks move forward. So it's moreward. It means forward. Anyway, so that means that we're going to be starting next week. It won't be 12. What you think is 12 will actually be 1. So what does that mean? That means that if you come at 12, nobody will be there. You'll have to wait an extra hour. So don't be psyched out. You guys in Great Britain, that's the ones I'm concerned about. And even in America, some people forget to turn their blocks ahead. Anyway, Daylight Savings Time, Sunday, March 10th. Remember to turn forward your clocks. Mobius Zero, you're getting help for mental issues. I'm taking some meds now. Wow, a godsend. Good for you. I'm proud of you, man. So in time, these stupid thoughts of mine will be gone forever. Hallelujah for that, absolutely. Anthony, hello, a few minutes late. Still around for another week. Good for you. Keep it up one day at a time. All right, so here we are. Questions, answers, anything you want to know about mental health recovery, I'll be glad to help you out. And again, the other thing I want to mention is a week from today, right after the live chat, I'm doing a seminar called The Healing Power of Affirmations. If you want to learn more about it, call this number. 636-1738 right here. Or Google Douglas Block Unity Spiritual Explorers. This is all about using affirmations to correct your negative self-talk, which is so often a part of depression. That's a week from today. It'll be 1 o'clock Pacific time right after live chat. It's a really good webinar. I hope to see you there. Sarah FM, I'm really in a dark place these days also. In this exact moment, I'm more depressed than I got your notification. Heaven sent. Well, Sarah, if you are feeling depressed, just know one thing. What goes down must come up. I have a video I want you to look at as soon as we get off this live chat. It's called A Reason for Hope During Hard Times. So, look up that video. Remember, things can change, things will change. Barin W, you started a job and you found the first week. Great, you're out and about. You're connected, you're engaged. That's really, really important. Hey, Cheyenne Espanola, my favorite YouTube fan. Thank you. Is it Espanola, like a tilde over the N? Hey, I'm down today, depression and anxiety again. Well, you know, it varies, depression and anxiety. They go up and down. They're basically, you know, cyclic. That's what I'm looking for, cycles. Anyway, here we are, Arcade Cup in Green Bay, Wisconsin. How's the weather there? I bet it's colder than Portland, Oregon, as my parents used to say. By the way, last week we got a lot of really cool contributions from people on the Super Chat, that little dollar sign, the lower half of the screen, lower left corner of your live chat thread, or maybe it's the right corner. But anyway, if you contribute, your name will be highlighted. You'll get my undivided attention. Plus, depending on how much you give, either that chart I just showed you, or even better yet, a free ebook of my masterpiece. I won't call them, yes, it's the thing I'm most proud of. When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, my memoir, A Survivor's Guide to Overcoming Depression and Clinical Anxiety, or Anxiety and Clinical Depression. They're both horrible. I had agitated depression. I barely survived. Mr. Exodia, 23, what are some activities anyone who has mental health can do to boost their self-esteem? Oh, do small things that you're successful in, you know, getting up and out of bed, going to the gym, you know, telling yourself you're a lovely person. Things like that. And again, if you go ahead and leave a contribution, you can get a free copy of this chart, Self-Care Activities to Improve Your Mood. Nita, my depression comes from my dysfunctional family. Yep, well, you need to basically take a break from your family if you can, and or else go into therapy. Weight training is good, very good. Any type of exercise is wonderful. Mobius Zero, I thought you were going to control your negative thinking. What are some activities? I think I answered that question. Don't worry, Cheryl, things will change. Good luck on your job, Marin. And I had a good birthday present celebration. Thank you, Susan Jones. Always great to see you here. Dan Wilton, I'm on 300 milligrams of trazodone and feeling better than about 8 months from now. That's good. Trazodone is a good medication. Welcome, Anthony Olson. Sarah M., you will feel better. I can tell you that. And Anthony, I'm glad you're still with us. Karen Pierce, 24/7, pain and depression. Oh, Karen Pierce, sorry. I thought Karen Pierce 24/7 was your name. 24/7 pain and depression is hard to live with and dealing with alone. Oregon. Are you in Oregon? Why don't you come to one of my support groups, or at least you know, call in. We can put you in over Skype or FaceTime. There is help out there, Karen Pierce. Trust me. Even a counselor, low-cost mental health clinics. NAMI has support groups. You should go to this website, Karen. Whoops. Hold on. www.nami. Okay, so Karen, if you go ahead and you email me at this address, douglasblock@gmail.com, right up here, I will send you a list of different support groups around the country to get a hold of, including ones in Oregon. Hey Doug, things got bad enough that I'm under care of a home treatment team and have to take an extended break from university. We are on what are some positive things I can do during this time? Again, get up, exercise, move, reach out for support, connect with people. Mindfulness meditation is very good. That whole chart I showed you. And now I'm seeing a lot of chronic depression from as early as I can remember. I've tried 37 different prescribed antidepressants. And you also have complex PTSD. God, my heart goes out to you, Anonymous Healer. Lisa A. Morano has a good video on dealing with dysfunctional family and the effects on self-esteem. I'm going to copy that and look at that video. Thank you, Lisa Corrales. You're always an amazing resource of really cool information. Thank you very much. Laughter for you. Nice to see you again. Anyway, I hope that helped. Anonymous Healer, you might want to try two things available in your area. One is called transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS, and well, I don't know if ECT. That's getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. But transcranial magnetic stimulation helps with depression when medications don't work. There's also something called ketamine, which is now approved for depression use. There are clinics all over the country. but you have to get a referral, and it's also spendy. But it is something that is legitimized by the medical profession. This live streaming is something I look forward to, but it's triggering too. Yeah, I can understand that. Well, Marin, maybe you can just come in and out of it. Just take it in small bites. Okay. Don't know how to deal with that? Well, Anita, Luis Corrales recommended Lisa Romano's work on that. You may want to find that. Okay. Hey, how am I this Sunday? Well, I wish I could go bike riding, but it's been so bloody cold and windy in Portland that I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to go on my indoor elliptical. Otherwise, I'm having a little bit of a letdown from my party. It's great to see all of you 52 people at 10 minutes and 57 seconds. Let's see if anybody can follow up with a nice donation. Arcade Cup, start off the deal with 99 cents. Had some unexpected expenses this week. So, yeah, we're going to have to make some new, we're going to record next week some new videos for the channel. And by the way, tomorrow, oh my God, tomorrow, Monday at 7 a.m. Portland time, I'm uploading a video called Want to Heal Your Depression? Get a Pet Alligator. Yep, you heard it here. Wally, the pet alligator, is healing a man in Pennsylvania. And I talk all about the effects of pets on health and modifying depression. It's tomorrow at 7 a.m. Jane Duffel, hi, I'm new. I had my meds changed to generic. I'm feeling so ill. I'm in England. Oh, it's venlafaxine. Thanks. Yeah, that's Effexor. It snowed in Dublin today. Well, it snowed in Portland last week, and it snowed a lot in Seattle. What do you mean you were let down by a party? Oh, no. What I meant to say, Susan Jones, is I had a letdown after my party. No, the party was fantastic, but you know, when you're planning something for 2 months and it comes to a culmination, everything goes well, then the next week you say, well, what am I going to do now to follow that up? You know, anytime you have a high, remember, what goes up must come down. So no, the party did not let me down. There's a natural letdown that anybody has after a wedding or a party or any big event. So it's just natural. I hope that clarifies it, Susan. Lagai, wow. Nice to see you again, Lisa. Generic drugs work different on me too. Well, some people claim they don't tell the difference, and other people, you know, other people can. Monica Starone. I feel like I'm not myself recently, but at the same time, I don't have any auto-aggressive thoughts, and it looks like this time, yeah. My question is, should I see a doctor? Well, if you're able to function every day, and you know, and it's not impinging, you know, affecting your quality of life, and you can do lifestyle habits like these, you know, to improve your mood, you know, that's great. But I think you should see a counselor. I think any time someone's going through any sort of a mood change, even no matter how tiny, I think a therapist is like worth their weight in gold. So maybe you don't need to see a medical doctor, but still seeing a therapist would be really, really good idea. Seriously. Okay. Southern Oregon got snow too. I haven't seen the sun in months. Rain, rain, rain. Yes, absolutely. Pets do help, says Anthony Olson. Luis Corrales says, Monica, what are you feeling could be depersonalization, of which anxiety is the cause. Okay, and this is Luis Corrales talking to Monica, who said, yeah, it could be, but we don't really know. She doesn't seem like she's really, you know, out of her body or anything like that. So, Shannon, I understand, Douglas, this night you were able to enjoy your party. Doesn't it snow in Dublin or just rain? Sometimes. Dublin's north. I understand, Douglas, it's nice that you were able to enjoy your party. Well, thank you. I really was. Mr. Exodia, was your advice individuals have been backstabbed, abandoned by family members during hardship? Wow. I'm really sorry that happened. I would go through some grief, and I guess you just have to, you know, set better boundaries and keep up your guard and not be so vulnerable next time. But that's a sad thing when family members do that. The summit was very surreal, says Lagai. I don't even see it. I didn't even know it existed. I try not to watch the negative news. Dr. Salem, how are you? We love you. We'll love you too. Cheyenne, I'm so indecisive. I hate it. Things big and small. That's one of the major symptoms of depression, indecision. Well, we're a quarter of the way through, and I still like somebody to basically click on that $ and make a small donation. We've only had 99 cents the first 15 minutes. Normally we raise about $30 to $40, so we have some catching up to do. Where is David Holden when you need him? He hasn't been here in weeks. He got a copy of a book, Healing from Depression. Speaking of which, I know a lot of you have been ordering and reading this book. If I could just grab it. There we have. Who here has this book and has been looking at it? It's really a cool description of my self-care recovery program, which I spent 20 years developing. That is 20 years in and out of hospitals, trying to figure out, how to get better, which is not an easy thing, as you all know. How effective is it only to have a prescriber but not a therapist? Well, Anthony, if you're just dealing with a biochemical issue, it's probably okay. But I always recommend, they show in study after study that medication plus therapy works better than either one alone. I've just resurfaced from a 3-week depression, couldn't shake it off, just had to wait for it to pass, knowing it would eventually get me past, got me through. Absolutely, this too shall pass. I have a video called 4 Words That Can Save Your Life. This too shall pass. Okay, thanks again, Mr. Exodia, no problem. Cheryl Downiers, what can I get? Where can I get the chart you just showed? Well, you just have to go ahead and hopefully you can leave a donation, but otherwise, if I can go find the bloody piece of paper, just email me, douglasblock@gmail.com, right there. That's my email address, and I can email it to you. Mobius Zero, I thought you were getting over your North Korea obsessions. I thought you were on some medication. Cindy Benson, you have the book Healing from Depression. Could you let the other live chatters know how it is? I hope you give it a thumbs up. Yeah, you're not crazy. You have a phobia. Absolutely. Where are you from, my dear? Are you talking about me? New York City, baby. Thank you, Lagai. I can always count on you. $13.99 from California. You're really sweet. Thank you so much. I don't know why they only say $13.99, but we're now almost halfway to our goal of $30, and it's $17 after. That was a big donation. Thank you. Do you have my copy? A copy of When Going Through Hell Don't Stop. I would love to send you the ebook. My name is Maria. I live in the United Kingdom. I have depression, anxiety, and tried several medications over 30 years. I'm on Celexa. I don't know why it can't get better. I don't know either. You might have treatment-resistant depression. Are you exercising? It sounds like a dumb question, but that can really improve your mood. Hang in there, Maria. There's also other things besides drugs. It's not depersonalization. Yeah, but I just can't feel happiness. Oh, well, that's dysthymia. I have finals, but I'm lazy when I like for no reason. Sounds stupid, but I just can't. Well, you definitely should go see a therapist and also a prescriber. It sounds like your dysthymia, your low-grade depression is interfering with your ability to perform at school. Definitely bring in the professionals. Does what come in ebook form? Healing from Depression, it comes in Kindle. So Healing Depression, you can go to Amazon.com, my book, Healing from Depression. Yes, the Kindle version is not the greatest, but it's decent. I mean, you have all the material in there. Okay, so yeah, it's Kindle version, my friend. You can just get it right there. I suffer great boredom no matter how busy I am. Why it's me crazy. It's crazy making nothing. I'd like a chart. Of course you'll get it, Lagai. And wow, boredom, huh? That sounds like anhedonia, the inability to experience pleasure. Are you getting treatment from your depression? Let me know, and of course I'll send you a chart. I used to have your email address. Can you send it to me again? I believe, remember your name is, well, I don't know if I want to say it, but here is douglasblog@gmail.com. I want to respect your privacy, Lagai, unless you give me permission to tell people your first name, which I believe I remember. I'm the same way. Indecisive Steps, Kelly Jones. Have 2 of your books, Cindy? Well, how are they? Anyone else here from Missouri? I've been there, but I'm not from there. I can walk 50 minutes to work. Guess my depression is as bad as like I can function. Marin W., walk to work, walk back, exercise plus focus. Man, I am proud of you. You may be coming out of that black hole. Cheryl Daniel will do. I don't know what you're going to do, but I support it. Cindy Benson, what is about this assignment that you can't get over the hump? Well, it's a form of depression, and it has a biochemical, if you broke your leg, you couldn't walk very well, could you? Well, your brain is somewhat, impaired. That's why, but people don't see it, so they don't believe it's real. Am I a doctor? Yes, I have a PhD in suffering. I've earned that for the past 52 years. I have it on my wall right back there. No, I'm not a doctor like an MD, but I do have a degree in counseling. Holla Guy, thanks for mentioning this. I'm going through the same thing most days. Yes, the boredom. I never am bored. I got way too much to do. Anyway, Cindy, I hope that answered your question about this time, yeah? What is about this time that you can't go over? Yeah, I answered that question. Mobius Zero, Kelly Burns, do you ever just want to get in your car and drive? I don't know, but when I'm very depressed, getting out and taking a ride really helps. So yeah, I can see how that would be there. Carolyn Vane, you're new. No antidepressants for me. Nope. Over a year and doing well. Oh, therapy, exercise, and going back to work and college, all working better than drugs. Keep going, everyone. You are never alone. Well, Carolyn Vane, thank you for those words of encouragement. Again, Lagai, please send me your email address so I can send you that chart. And yes, work is so important. I have a whole video on the therapeutic function of work, because when you work, you're engaged, you're out of your head, you're in community with other people, and also you're getting a paycheck. And lack of money is a definite reason for people to get depressed when they can't support themselves. Absolutely. Thank you for your testimony, Carolyn Vane. Keep it up. Ben Malcolm, another former contributor. Thank you. Nice to see you. I appreciate your donation on one of our previous live chats. We're at about $15 now. We need about another 15 to go. Arcade Cup says, I'm very busy but unstimulated by people for some reason. Maybe I can't find the connection I'm looking for. Well, you're talking about like romantic relationships or just friends? I mean, friends are really where it's at. If you have them, which is not always easy to get. Exercise, eat right, try different medications. Wow. $20. Is that Ben Malcolm? Who just gave that wonderful chat? I can't even tell. We'll find out. This generous person. Okay. Let me keep going. Carolyn Vane, Ben Malcolm, Arcade Cup, Susan McDonald. Roberto CB, I don't think I know who you are, but you're definitely getting a copy of my book. Where do you live? Thank you. I'm very busy, but I'm stimulated. Susan, good job, Mobius. It sounds like you're trying to do the right things and staying positive. Anna, please answer Mr. Block. What do you do when bad childhood memories come up as an adult? Oh, that is called PTSD. You go to find your nearest therapist and talk about it. And when they come up, just tell them yourself it's from the past, they can't hurt you, and just try to witness them and let them pass. But if it's really bad, you need professional help. But a lot of people who have trauma in their childhood have bad memories come up. It's called post-traumatic stress disorder, or sometimes complex PTSD. If you've had a dysfunctional childhood and had abuse or neglect over a period of time, years, you have complex PTSD. You can look it up on Google and read about it, but the most important thing is to get professional help. And by the way, it can be healed. Thank you, Roberto CB. I want you to, again, send me your email, please, so I can send you a free ebook when going nonstop. It was a beautiful contribution. Have you been on this? I don't think I've heard from you, but thank you, thank you. Yes, Lagat, Roberto CB, wonderful. Yes, thank you. Stacy, how are you too depressed to work full and volunteering is Stacy? Volunteering is almost as good as you don't get paid, but you're still have some place to go. You have support too. It's a wonderful Joel Osteen can help people during their I still like his jokes. Oh, by the way, I'll tell you that. Did I ever see Independent? Oh, yes. I see people plenty of time. Yeah. CD, I'd like to. Can I ask how can wonderful Marin W. Just at night, so I think in life, etc. I hope you in a positive way. Yes, T Mac, By the way, T-Mac, I think you have been a member of Patreon for a while. I don't even talk about it, but it's really an important way that this channel gets helped. It's a crowdfunding platform, and it basically, you sign up, you become a subscriber. Monthly donation is as little as $2 a month. And I'll give you the website. It's www.patreon, patreon.com. Go there and just type in Douglas Block Depression, and you will find my Patreon page. There are different levels of donation that you can give out. As I say, $2 a month, $5 a month. There it is, Douglas Block Depression on Patreon. Hate the meds, prednisone reactions, what started mine. Can medications make things worse? Sometimes people have adverse reactions to medication, absolutely. Can low or no estrogen? Well, I'm not a gynecologist or an obstetrician, but I know that hormones, my women group members say that hormone changes can lead to mood changes. It sounds obvious, doesn't it? Complex PTSD, how interesting. It's not only interesting, Lagai, but it's something that a lot of people suffer from big time. I don't want to go on a tangent, so I'll stop here. Okay, great, Mobius Zero. Hey, Mark Hickman, nice to see you. Hi, Self-Throttle. I can't even read your name. But anyway, 99. Zadman, I realized I was abused by my sister as well as emotionally and physically abused by my parents, and I'm a 66-year-old male, rejected and abused by professionals. Well, it doesn't have to continue. I just turned 70. There is help out there. There are professionals out there who will work with you to deal with this previous abuse. A good therapist is not supposed to reject you. They're supposed to reach out and support you. Oh, it keeps breaking up. Can you hear okay? The sound seems pretty good on my end. I don't know what do you want me to repeat? W, how's the sign now? The sound now. Anyway, I'm saying good work with your job and your walking. Excellent. Katia, hi, I'm Katia, Brazilian, in Belgium, 38 years old, in the midst of a long and cruel battle against depression. Single mom of 2 kids. Your channel has been a blessing for me. God bless you. Well, God bless you too, Katia. I hope you find some support in Belgium. It sounds like it's a pretty civilized country. Maybe there are some support groups you can find. Okay, K, Loudermilk. I have TRD and have tried everything. I'm considering a clinical trial or deep brain stimulation. Right now I'm existing, no way to live. What is TRD? I wonder if you could tell me what that stands for. Well, I took a sip of my protein drink and now I know what it stands for, treatment-resistant depression. Yikes, that's tough. You should try also something called TMS, and I didn't know they had deep, where do you live, Kay? Deep brain stimulation is something people usually use as a last resort. Or there's also ECT, of course. Hi, Mr. Block. I've been hospitalized with chronic refractory OCD, not able to function, bedridden 24/7, suicidal. Doc wants to perform intensive brain surgery. Wow. What is DBS? You responded in the past, I appreciate it. I have no ability to I don't know what DBS is. But, you know, before you get actual brain surgery, please talk to your prescriber, your psychiatrist about something called ECT, which I had 3 years ago, electroconvulsive therapy. I know it's very controversial, but my mother had it. A number of group members have had it. I've had it. It doesn't, it's not invasive. They basically create a grand mal seizure in your brain, and it somehow rewires or rearranges the chemical soup. There's no cutting, and although, again, a lot of negative comments about ECT, it is safe. From my experience, my mother's experience, and all the people who I've seen do it, and it's not surgery. So talk to your doctor. I don't know where you live, but ask him what he or she thinks about ECT. I've tried support groups my whole life. Well, I hope they work. If not, is the stream choppy for anyone else or just me? You know what? It's bad video settings. I don't know, something about YouTube and this channel, I apologize about it. It says current keyframes are not being sent often enough, which will cause buffering. Okay, so there's something about, I have no control of it. I'll have to ask my I'll have to ask my, I'm going to actually take a video shot of this right now. Okay. I'm going to have to talk to my, my technical person about that, but somehow YouTube is not transmitting this properly. Not much I can do about it right now, I'm afraid. Anyway, we're halfway through. Thank you for those 2 donations. Ribeiro, I could still, you know, would still love to hear from you. And someone donated $10, and I don't know who that is, but thank you, whoever that was. If I can find it, I will thank you personally. But I can't. So whoever would donate $10, thank you so much. The guy, Roberto OCB, Douglas Block is one of the very best on YouTube. My CBT course even used him in many of his videos. Very proud of him. That's right. That's right. You're from Canada, I believe, Lagai. All right. Is the stream going chopping? Yeah. So I apologize for that. It should be going a little better now. The line is red. Again, that's YouTube, and I'll have to talk to you. Oh, Kelly Burns. That's a donated $10. Thank you, Kelly. And I think you've done it before. Look nice in that tie. Where do you live and what's going on? Brian W. Nice to see you. You should talk about mindfulness meditation. Very good for depression and anxiety. I want to open this on my computer, iPad. Maybe it's me. I don't think so. No, the stream was choppy. I'll refresh your browser, but that will help. Right now, the stream is going better according to YouTube. Thanks, Kelly Burns. Kelly, is it Bruns? I said Burns. Well, you know, I need Burns. Yes, it is Kelly Burns. Well, I guess the guy, you made a little bit of a typo. No problem. Do you think that climate change is going to pummel the planet in 20 years and make us all depressed? I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in ghosts. Oh, that's from, sorry, that's from The Wizard of Oz. No, that's from I do believe in ghosts. That's from Ebenezer Scrooge. Okay, yes, I do. I know that climate change is real. I have a lot of friends who are scientists. And yes, I know one thing, a lot of coastlines are going to change. A lot of low-lying places like Miami, Florida are probably going to get hammered. So yes, I think it will, I think certain areas will be affected by climate change, not all of them, but certain will. Kay, you have treatment-resistant depression. Houston, you've done ECT. Wow. And it didn't help, Kay? Wow, you live in Houston? That's where the Meniger Clinic is. Maybe you should check in with them and see what they have. They also have ketamine that they do at the Meniger Clinic, the Institute, one of the best places in the world. Yes, I see that Kelly Burns donated $10. Your opinion on subliminal messages for positive thinking? I think there's something to it. I've never tried it. But I do know one thing, what you put in your brain, whether it's subliminal or out loud, garbage in, garbage out, positive in, positive out. I do believe that programming yourself, giving yourself positive messages is really, really important, whether you do it consciously or unconsciously. That's why I'm doing this thing called the Healing Power of Affirmations. If you go ahead, if you Google Douglas Block, Unity Spiritual Explorers, you'll see that a week from today, March 10th, I'm doing a seminar called The Healing Power of Affirmations. Hey, hello, I'm Greg. Wow, you have been gone for a long time. What happened? You were even running a support group and you just sort of vanished. I hope you've been okay. Ismail Castro, hey Doug, I've been going through harm, OCD, anxiety, and depression for the last few months. I've been getting support from the support group, therapy, and especially your videos. Thank you for what you do. You're more than welcome. I hope you're going seeing a counselor and a prescriber. And by the way, if you want to thank me, you can click on that little $ below there. And it will basically, it will definitely allow you to give as little as 99 cents, or you can go to my Patreon page. All right. Again, anybody who gives $5 or more from now on and the rest of this chat will get this book, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, A Survivor's Guide to Overcoming Anxiety and Clinical Depression, what I wrote after my worst episode of all 20 years ago. And of course, my little chart on self-care activities to improve your mood also for people who make a donation. Lagai, people act normal on ECT personality-wise, just memories are lost. Well, only the memories that happened at the time of the treatment. I remember everything before my ECT leading up to it, the day of, and everything the day after. So the memory loss, at least for me, was non-existent. So I'm very grateful for that. Greg, it's great to have you back. What have you been up to? Talk more about ketamine, please. I have a whole video I did it on 2 weeks ago. What it is, ketamine is anesthetic. They used to use it on animals in the 60s. They used it in Vietnam. It's, you know, it takes away the pain. People used to perform surgery on it, and now they found that intravenously it helps some people overcome suicidal thinking. Thank you, 1999, whoever that was. Appreciate your donation. God, you people are being generous on this lovely Sunday. But yes, look at my video, and also go to the Menninger Institute. I will show that to you, and you can go on their site and read all about how this I don't even know how you spell Menninger. Is it 2 N's or 1? Well, I'm going to guess it's 2. Anyway, if you go to the Menninger Institute's website, they will talk all about ketamine. It's expensive right now, but they have a new ketamine nasal spray called S-ketamine, which was just approved by the FDA. There was a big article in the New York Times. And why am I doing this? I have my little mouse. Okay, T-U-T-E, right? Go to the Menninger Institute and read about ketamine. Anyway, it's now being used by doctors for depression. Okay, what else? DBS equals deep brain stimulation. Yes, but isn't that something that this woman whose name I'm forgetting pioneered? And it's Area 25. They go in, they open you up, and they stimulate a certain part of the brain. That's a very, very aggressive type of treatment, but for some people it seems to be necessary. Gustavo Quiz, can't wait till my book to arrive to start. Gustavo is a wonderful man from California. We may be doing some coaching together. I guess we will. And I do have a mental health coaching. Some of you two people are actually my clients. Anyway, it's on my website, healingfromdepression.com. Have you ever been to the Netherlands, Mobius Zero? Yes, I went to 1982. I went to Amsterdam and saw the Van Gogh Museum. I loved it. Really choppy for me too. Well, again, bad video streaming. I'm going to have to talk to my videographer. Sorry about that. Don't you lose memory, including skills? No, you don't. My memory's even better now. And again, I'm sorry about the choppiness. What are the donations for? They're to help me support this channel. I have over 300 videos. I don't get paid anything for these. This is all my goodwill offering and love, because I'm doing this as a mission. So I have to pay to have the videos filmed. I have to pay to have them edited. I have to pay to have my website up there, which people use quite a bit. So this is just to reimburse me for all the money and the expenses that are involved in doing this. But so that's what it's for. It's to support this channel. Just like if you give money to support public television, same thing. We're basically a nonprofit organization. Does anyone know choreophobia? Nope, but it sounds like a phobia. Wow, your doctor is against it? Is your doctor a psychiatrist? Susan Jones, who is he? If he can't be a psychiatrist. No psychiatrist would be against ECT. It works 70 to 80% of the time. So if it's your medical doctor, that's not the source to trust. Okay, don't be afraid of ECT, says Kay. Ebenezer, good, LOL, yes. I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in ghosts. But what did the Cowardly Lion say in The Wizard of Oz? I do believe in something. I do believe in something. Remember Bert Lahr? What did he believe in? Les Paul. Dr. Block. I'm not a doctor. I'm in Austin. DBS is a surgery that they use for autism. They drill 2 diamond-sized holes in your skull and a pacemaker in your chest area, like a battery. Oh, okay. That's what I thought of. It's sort of like something like what is it called? VNS, vagal nerve stimulation. I think it's very similar to VNS. I'll look it up after I'm done. Okay. You're trying ketamine next Wednesday? Are you really? You must get back to me about it. My God. Oh, don't run with bike pegs. You may put an eye out, or worse, get killed. Oh, that is bad. Okay. So here comes a Joel Osteen joke. You've heard this before, but I'm going to say it again. You know, prop planes are very dangerous. They can crash. Anyway, one day there was a prop plane, and there were 4 people on it, and it started to go down like this. And unfortunately, there were only 3 parachutes. So the first person stood up and said, I'm a leading heart surgeon. My patients need me. I need to go. He took the parachute, jumped out. The second person said, I'm a rocket scientist. I'm the smartest man alive. My country needs me. He took the parachute. He jumped out. Now there were 2 people left and only 1 parachute. The 2 people were a 10-year-old boy and the Pope. The Pope said, son, I've lived a good life. I know I'm going to see Jesus when I die. You take that last parachute. I'll be okay. The 10-year-old boy says, don't worry, Pope. You see, there are still 2 parachutes on the plane. There are still 2 parachutes on the plane. You know the guy who said he was the smartest man alive? He just jumped out of the plane with my backpack. There you have it. Pride goeth before the fall. Don't say you're the smartest man alive. You may jump out of a plane with a backpack instead of the parachute. But at least the Pope and the 10-year-old boy were saved. All right. Someone said it was raining. To rain clouds wear thunderwear. Go. 1999. You're saying much for your and your generosity. God, I need. It's 41 minutes. Skip breakfast to be. I slept. Foods, by the way. If you're 10-year-olds like me and eat your blackberries and red strawberries and no, you're not rotten, Mobius Zero. That's just your look. You don't see the $? It's down at the very bottom of the screen, either on the right or left. If you don't see it, you can donate using PayPal. Just PayPal.com. You can create your own account and just send me the money using my email address. Okay. Yeah, PayPal. You get paid, and you can pay people instantly. Anyway, Kay, look at the bottom of the thread. You should see the $. Okay, let me answer some questions now. Roberto CB, I'm here in Portland, Vancouver. I've been dealing with depression and anxiety. It's helping me to learn how others in a similar way are coping. Hey, Roberto CB, I have a support group going here in Portland, Oregon. Why don't you come by? Check it out. You might even do really, really well. Tune in, turn on, drop out. Sounds like Timothy Leary. Roberto, go to my website, healingfromdepression.com, or send me an email. I'll send you information. If you live in Portland, Vancouver, you should definitely come by and check out the support group and see what you think. It's very helpful when people get together in community and make a decision to heal together. It's very powerful. So yeah, I would definitely come by or give me a call or send me an email. Okay, what else have people said? Hello, Greg. Monitors are great. Oh God, the meds my therapist gave me are a godsend. Thank you, Mobius Zero. Yep, Roberto CB, come by to the for the support group. Sadman, I'm a PhD in biopsychology. No longer can work. I've seen therapists my whole life. TRD is treatment-resistant depression. DBD is, yep. I hope it works. And also there is, again, ECT. How can you get the chart? Greg, I thought I had sent it to you a long time ago. Oh, this chart you mean? Just email me, and you've got my email address, douglasblog@gmail.com. All right, let's see what other people. Gustavo, thank you again. Look forward to working with you. What is ketamine? Is ketamine better than antidepressants? Well, ketamine is, there's not enough research done on it, but for people with TRD, treatment-resistant depression, it can help people feel less suicidal. So it has its place. Again, talk to your doctor. Always talk to your psychiatrist before you think of doing any alternative treatment. Can you please send me a copy of your book? I'm currently unemployed in the process of applying to SSI. Well, I can send you an ebook. You probably don't have much money to donate. If you donate 99 cents, that would be good. But Exotic Enigma, just go ahead and send me your email address. I'll send you a PDF of the ebook. Susan Jones, unfortunately, oh my God, I find people very draining due to my CFS, PTSD, and abusive childhood. Any tips, please? I wish this would change. Well, Susan, you just have to be very discriminating about who you connect with, because with chronic fatigue syndrome, you have a little energy. You know, try to hang out with a trusted friend or your therapist or maybe a support group. Just be very discriminating. So that's what I would suggest. And Susan, and I think you live in California, don't you? And by the way, Oh my God, you know who's missing out? I knew something was missing in this live chat. I can't remember her name. Help me, guys. She lives on a ranch outside of Palm Springs. What is her name? Oh my God, Lazy Eye Ranch. That's it. Lazy Eye Ranch is not here. Suzanne, where are you? I hope you're doing okay. This trial targets the lateral habenula. I don't know what that is. It must be a brain place in the brain. I've been trying to get work. I've been unemployed for a while. I'm taking some steps, at least exercising and seeing a therapist. Go, thanks, Greg. Nice work. Luis Corrali says, okay, Naomi, I will go ahead and try to get you something in the mail, but I still think you should email me your address. But I will go ahead and cut and paste it if I can. Give me just a second, Naomi. I'm going to copy your address. I'm going to paste it, and I will get that to you sometime in the next day or so. Okay, so let's get back here. Let's do this. Hey, Lazy Eye, you came. I called you, and you showed up. You're welcome, Naomi. I care about you. You can get help. Bushra Zia, hi, need some help? Well, try finding some good mental health practitioners in your area. We have 46 minutes gone, and we have 15 minutes left. Let's make the best of it. I can't leave my house. I got out once since the storm took out our roads on February 14th. I need help, but no one is coming to fix the road. Help me, I'm sick and scared and injured. I fell 2 days ago. Wow. Call 911, Lazy Eye Ranch. Call, get someone to pick you up and take you to a doctor and get looked at. Seriously, there must be someone who can come out there. They could at least send you a helicopter. That's horrible. I would think twice about taking those studies. Show that antipsychotics are often overprescribed. That's true. And I don't know who Wakas is. I must have missed his testimonial here. But yes, antipsychotics can be overprescribed. They can help the right person, but otherwise they can be really, really have a lot of bad side effects. T-Mac on 192 Douglas, what do you think of cold showers? I'm a scaredy cat, but I think they're great. I think cold therapy is very good for anxiety. There's something called DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy. You hold your breath like this, you stick it in cold water, and then you take your head out of the cold water, and it's supposed to really cut the anxiety, induce the what's called the relaxation response. Sorry, Lazy Eye Ranch, that you're basically having that type of a hard time. But I don't know what else to say except that you can go to the emergency room if you need to, and they will, they'll help you out. And also, can you get on a Medi-Cal, state insurance? Oh, I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. The Carolee Lion, Susan McDonald, you get a free chart for that. Self-care strategies to improve your mood. Send me your email address and I'll send you this chart. I knew it was the Caroline said something like that. Have you tried cold showers? Bushra Z, I've had anxiety disorder since 2013. I've recovered, so I went on tapering with the help of my doc. I was in a stressful situation, so I relapsed and went back into full dose again. So what do you think? I think you should work with your doctor. If it helped before, it could help again. What do I think about the long-term efficacy of ketamine, Zadman, its side effects? Some questions for DBS. I have not administered ketamine. I've never seen people take it in my groups. I've just read about it. Deep brain stimulation, same thing, but these are treatments worth trying out under a good professional. I think they're worth trying when nothing else is working. I've never read any studies about long-term effects of ketamine. They just started using it. I don't think there are such studies. Okay, Susan Jones, Louis Corrali said, yes, my psychiatrist is not a good one. I wasted a lot of time and money on him. I finally left his practice because I wasn't making any progress. Yes, that sometimes helps. Absolutely. What is your favorite decade? You mean decade of life? I don't know. They each keep getting better. The 60s. I'm now turning 70. Hopefully I'll say the 70s were the best. Max V, just had a rough discussion with my parents, especially my mother. My mother acts very strange towards me. Probably has a personality disorder, narcissistic. Then I would go, limit your time and talk to your therapist about it. Bourgeoisie, I'm so stressed. Am I trapped in anxiety forever? You are not trapped forever. No way. This too shall pass. There is nothing permanent. The law of the physical universe is the law of change, the law of impermanence. Nothing stays the same forever. The only constant is change. You will not be trapped forever. Cindy, closest support group is 100 plus miles away. Wow. How do you get a support group started? Well, you just put the word out in your area that you want to be with other people who are suffering from anxiety and depression, and just do a peer group. Also come on this live chat. Lazy Eye Ranch, really, it's hard. It's great you're here. Lazy Eye, go call 911 if you really can't get out of your house and get medical treatment. Powerball is 383 million, says Kelly Burns. Maybe that will help with my depression. I don't know. You know, money can't buy happiness. I can tell you that. Susan McDowell says, I wish I was closer to help you. You need to push through depression and make the call for help. Absolutely. MD Nixon, I love you from Germany. Better late than never. Why don't you say, what doesn't kill me, make me stronger in German? Why don't you type it out? One of my great favorite quotes from Nietzsche. Cyan Lloyd, at Aqua Samad, I've been passed around by countless doctors and psychiatrists that suffer from anxiety and depression. My medication includes 2 antidepressants and antipsychotic. It's terrible. Well, there are many ways to get over depression and anxiety, including medications, but you know, there's exercise, there's prayer, there's spirituality. Money can't buy happiness, but it can definitely help. Well, it can take the pressure off, right? If you don't have enough to eat or you can't pay your mortgage, not having money is a bummer. But the studies show that people making over $70,000 a year are no more happier than someone making $70,000. Making $500,000 doesn't make you any happier than making $100,000. Trust me, I've read the studies. Lazy Ranch, I'll keep you in my prayers. Try to stay safe. Thank you, Mobius Zero. What a beautiful thing you did. See, you can reach out and be compassionate. Just don't pay attention to those negative phobias. Look up NAMI for support groups. Attending their groups has helped me a lot. Thank you, Anthony. That's exactly what I was saying. Neither can poverty. You're right, Bunny. I agree with you. Lazy Ranch, was Mr. Nichtnach mach mich starker? Yes, very good. Was mich nach Umbruch mach mich nur starker. What doesn't kill me, make me stronger. Thank you, Max. How long can depression last after the death of a parent? My God. It can last a while. You need to get some grief support. Money sure can't cure depression and anxiety. Thank you, Cindy Benson. But guess what? Money can help support this channel. So we only have 7 minutes left. I know people have been very, very generous. Kelly and Gustavo and other people who gave money today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It would be great to get one more donation here. Yeah, Gustavo donated. Good for him. God bless him, as well as Kelly, as well as Arcade Cup, as well as Roberto CB. You should check out a support group. And Lagai, of course, from Canada. Thank you all. Thank you all. Another donation would be great. Anyway, Douglas, I watch your videos now and I feel a way out. Well, thank you, Bourgeoisie. There is always a way out. If they prescribe you antidepressants, that means you haven't been misdiagnosed. Sometimes doctors prescribe antipsychotics as a last resort when the antidepressants are not effective. That is true, but only in small doses. Oh yeah, Meetup is an app that helps with meeting new people. Exata Ignima, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I would like to learn German. It's a tough language to learn, but it gives you something to do. All right, hang in everyone, says J. Rose. Yes, you're back again. Douglas is right. After 10 plus years, my anxiety is finally to a minimum once a week. Big difference from my daily panic attacks and major. What does MMD stand for? Tell me. I know it does. J. Rose, what does MMD stand for? I'll have to look it up, but I don't know. Aschünscheid, MD Nixon, whatever that means in German. Is it okay to keep yourself focused on other things to avoid anxiety? Absolutely. Distraction, distraction, distraction is very helpful. You've got a good technique on your hands. Oh my God, speaking of distraction, more birds at my window. I love birds. 54 minutes and 34 seconds, 62 people watching. Thank you all for your support. Again, I would love to have a new Patreon today, a patron. Just go to www.patreon.com and also type in Douglas Block Unity, whoops, can't spell. Jazz and classical music helps with anxiety. They certainly do. Several days of freedom. It hits me like a huge blow to my head. Yes, SB. It's, you know, when you're in a depressive episode, it comes and it goes. You have a couple of days of relief and then bam, it knocks you on your butt. So just to hang in there, because one day it will recede, I promise you. Versus Woman, hey, nice to see you. Better late than never with 5 minutes left. It's all about hope, says Abrazik Sagama. If I won the Powerball, I donate $100 a week to your channel. Well, thank you. Go ahead and win that Powerball. Susan Jones, Douglas, thanks for your advice on being very discriminating about who I interact with. Are there any resources that can help me develop good judgment? Just the resources of your experience. Mistakes is what teach us, you know, to think and do better. Also, check in with a good therapist, and you can learn from that person. All benzos work the same. Some last longer than others. Very good point, Luis. I still say you must have studied psychiatry. Is depression situational? Of course it can be. If your dog dies, you're depressed. If your favorite team loses the NBA, you're depressed. Ben Malcolm, thank you for your $9.99. God bless you. Send me your email. I will send you a copy of my ebook. Learning how to cook gets me out of the depressed thoughts. Do a flow state and has positive effects. Yes, Bunny, that is a great suggestion. Flow means when you're completely focused in the moment and in the here and now, and completely involved in the here and now. DBT has been wonderful. My 19-year-old son, it's a wonderful technology. I recommend it to anybody here. Did I have a good time on birthday? I had a great time. As I told people at the beginning, now there's a letdown. Oh, by the way, a week from today, daylight savings time is coming to the United States of America. The clocks are being pushed forth ahead. What is 12 o'clock now will be 1 o'clock then. So that means, what does that mean? That means that the live chat will start at 1 o'clock next week, the old time, but 12 o'clock the new time. So set those clocks ahead, otherwise you'll miss out. I guarantee that there'll be some people, and even those of you overseas, we will go from 8 hours from Greenwich time to 7 hours. So big time change in the United States next week, March 10th. Check out Dennis Sinstek. He's the anxiety guy. Okay, and he really gets into health anxiety. Excellent. I'm going to copy that and give it to my a friend who deals with health anxiety. Thank you for that recommendation. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's come back. Let's do this. With 2 minutes left, do you consider doing a video on health anxiety? Yes. Excellent idea. MD Nixon, can you send me some of your experience about health anxiety? I would really like to have your input. And now I just have to find my douglasblog@gmail.com. Write to me. I'll definitely give you credit in the video I do. Thank you very much. That can be a real bare health anxiety. And yes, they used to be called hypochondria. Bushra Zia, Douglas, please make a video on what to do in panic attack. I have a video called How to Cope with a Panic Attack. It's on my YouTube channel, the one you're on now. Just put in the search words panic attack in the search bar. Thanks for the reminder about, of course, I want to see you guys here next week. I leave it and I run away when I get a panic attack. Deep breathing, tell yourself you're okay. Definitely consult with a panic attack or anxiety specialist. At least my cat came back. She got out, was missing for a few days. Good. Excellent. First of all, if you have a panic attack, don't run, don't fight it, don't go hide in your car. Cheryl Daniels, I'm tremendously affected by the daylight hours. Too many gray days bring on depression. Well, you're going to get an extra daylight hour starting next week. Okay. Lazy area, Bobcat can't eat her pregnant. Excellent. Thanks, Luis, says Bushra Zia. All right. So, yes, I have a video on a panic attack, so look it up, Bushra, and thank you all again. Hope to see you next week. Thank you, Anthony. Remember, daylight savings time. And I love Luis. So do I. What a helpful person he is. And DBT is great for all of you. Thank you, Ben Malcolm, again for your donation. and a video on health anxiety. I'm definitely going to get to it. All right. Any final comments? Oh, thank you so much, Susan McDonald. $1.99. Remember what my mother used to say? It's the thought that counts. God bless you. God bless you, people, Alamo. How do you accept your past? Well, you have to just say what happened, happened. There's nothing I can do to change it, but what I can change is the here and now by the thoughts I think and the words I speak. I can also change the future by planting good seeds in the present. So we just have to accept our past. There's a book called Radical Acceptance I recommended. Any advice on how to deal with morning anxiety? Yes, get up. Get up and move. That's what I used to do. I used to go down to my local pool and swim until all those agitated chemicals burned up. And also consult, of course, a doctor to find out why you're having panic attacks. How about you and Noah open up a clinic for depression and anxiety, Cindy Benson? Yeah, well, I'm more the clinician than he is because of my background in psychology, but we are going to do a video together, and I will definitely give you a heads up. Noah is a great, great healer, a charismatic 31-year-old who's overcome darkness and is sharing his light. Highly recommended him. Noah Thomas, put him in YouTube. Guys, remember to breathe every now and then. Oxygen is good. Thank you all. And it is now past an hour, and my computer is going to die in about 60 seconds. So thank you guys for being here. And we will see you next week, Daylight Savings Time at noon Pacific Time. You guys can keep chatting or donating and after I go off the air. And again, if you want to say something to me using PayPal, you can send it into douglasblock@gmail.com, except I can't spell my last name. Boom, 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 boom. Well, it's a pleasure here to be of service. Greg, hello, I'm Greg. It's great that you came back after all these months and years. Good luck in finding a job. Good luck in your mental health recovery. Good luck to everybody. Remember, life can be worth living. There can be moments of joy and light in the darkness. Things can get better. And remember, the only two, the fundamental truth of the physical world is this too shall pass. Because if you're in the darkness, know that one day the light will emerge. God bless everybody. We'll see you next week.